History, Chapter 3, Delhi 12th to 15th century. Delhi first became the capital of a kingdom under the Tomara Rajputs, who were defeated by Chauhans, also called as Chahamanas and Ajmers. So, what is the story about? The story is about what who were the rulers of Delhi from 12th to 15th century. Now, what did Delhi first did? Delhi first became the capital of a kingdom. Okay, just a kingdom. Then under Tomara Rajputs was the first kingdom which Delhi became the capital. Okay, Tomara Rajputs were defeated by Chauhan. Now, Chauhan and Tomara Rajput is a dynasty. These dynasties, what are dynasties? Son of a ruler. Okay, so dynasties means son of a ruler, a person who was a king and his son is another king. Okay, this if the dad is not anymore, so his son will be the ruler. This is known as dynasties. So these were defeated by Chauhans. Now, first, the name was Chahamanas. Now, look, Chahamanas was first their name of dynasty, but after that, the name given to the dynasty was also Chauhan, and Chauhans were of Ajmer in Delhi. Now, presently, even we know India. Uh, is a country and Delhi is a capital of India. The transformation of Delhi into a capital that controlled a vast area of subcontinent started with the foundation of Delhi Sultanate at beginning of 13th century. The rulers of the Delhi were Tomaras, early 12th century 1165. Chauhans. Chauhans were from 1165 to 1192. The dynasty. Then one of the Chauhans was Prithviraj Chauhan. He was ruling from 1175 to 1192. Under the Tomaras and Chauhans, Delhi became an important commercial center. So between these two, kind of dynasties, it became a important commercial center for each and every kingdom. Now we come to Khilji dynasty, 1219 to 1320. Exterior frontier was the next phase of expansion, which started with Alauddin Khilji in southern India. Alauddin Khilji, the most important ruler of Khilji dynasty, introduced the system of market control and administrative measures in order to maintain a large standing army. Now, if we come to Alauddin Khilji, he was the, you know, whenever we hear his name, we feel like he's a devil person. And this is truth. Now we will talk later about Alauddin Khilji. Okay. Let's come to slave dynasty from 12. Now what happened in the same slave dynasty? Sultan Iltutmish daughter Razia became an ruler, and it was not accepted by many people, and that's why she was removed from the throne. Okay, she had only ruled for 4 years. Tughlaq dynasty 1320 to 1414. Exterior frontier culminated the Muhammad bin Tughlaq, and he introduced three projects: shifting of capital from Delhi to Daulatabad, the introduction of token currency, raising the land tax in Doab region of 50% of all which failed and weakened his position. So the important ruler of Tughlaq dynasty was Muhammad bin Tughlaq, and he introduced three projects. which were shifting of capital, okay, from Delhi to Daulatabad, and the introduction of currency. Okay, introduction of token currency. Okay, there was some tokens we can also see as coins. They were laterly sold as coins. Okay, now coming to, these were two things. Then raising the tax, there were land taxes 50% you have to give. If you have uh kind of horses or something, then you have to give this also. Okay, these were introduced. Fine. Now we come to Sayyid dynasty 1414 to 1451. It was the only Shia dynasty. Okay, Lodi dynasty, the last dynasty from 1151 to 1526. Finding out about the Delhi Sultans, inscriptions, coins, architecture, these all things provide a lot of information, right? They tell us about our pasts. So, further valuable sources are histories, tariq. Now, look, there are valuable sources which are related to histories, and one of them are tariqs. When tariq, okay, when history is singular, it is known as tariq. When history is plural, it is known as tawariq. Tariq singular, Tawarik plural. Okay, now look, Tariq and Tawarik both were written in Persian, the language of administration under under the Delhi Sultans. The author of Tawarik were learned men, secretaries, administrators, poets, courtiers, who both recounted events and advised rulers on governance, emphasizing the importance of the just rule from garrison town to empire. In early 13th century, the control of the Delhi sultans rarely went beyond heavily fortified towns occupied by garrisons. Okay. Now look, Tariq and Tawariq, those both things were very important. Okay, so these were composed by some important persons. Like, also, if whenever kings were used to give some gifts to Brahmanas, it was noted on copper plates. Right? Sorry, to Samantas, it was noted in the copper plates, and that was composed by Brahmanas. Right? So we have a special person for that, and one of them were administrators. Okay, we'll learn more then. Delhi's authority was challenged by Mongols and by governors who rebelled at any sign of sultan's weakness. Okay, now Delhi's authority was now challenged by Mongols is a Muslim dynasty. Okay, and by governors who rebelled at any sign of Sultan's weakness. The expansion of Delhi Sultanate took place under the region of Balban and Alauddin Khilji and Muhammad bin Tughlaq. These three were the people who were very important. Okay, first was Babur, then second Alauddin Khilji. He was a devil person, and Muhammad bin Tughlaq. He had made many rules, but they were of no use. Okay, because they were a filch, of course. Now coming to administration and consolidation. To have reliable governors, the early sultans, especially Iltutmish's favorite, their special slaves purchased for military service called bandage. Okay, in Persian. Got it till here? The Khiljis and Tughlaqs continued to use bandage and also raised people of humble birth who were their clients to high positions like governors and generals. The Khiljis and Tughlaqs appointed military commanders and governors of territories or of varying sizes. These lands were called Ikta and their holders were known as Mukti or Iktadar. Okay, as Khilji and Tughlaq appointed military commanders as the governors of the territories of varying sizes. These lands were called Ikta and their holder was called Mukti or Iktadar. The duty of Mukti was to lead military campaigns and maintain law and order in their Iktas. Okay. In return, Muktis collected the revenues of their assignment as salary. They also paid their soldiers from this revenue. Okay. Under Alauddin Khilji and Muhammad Tughlaq, accounts were appointed to check amount collected by the Muktis. As Delhi Sultans brought the hinterland of the cities under the control, they forced the Samantas and the rich landlords to accept their authority. The attack of Mongols under Genghis Khan forced Khiljis and Tughlaq to mobilize a large standing army in Delhi. The Sultanate in the 15th and 16th centuries, the Tughlaq Sayyid Lodi dynasties ruled from Delhi and Agra until 1526 by the Jaunpur, Bengal. By then, Jaunpur, Bengal, Malwa, Gujarat, Rajasthan, and entire South India had independent rulers who had established flourishing states and prosperous capitals. New ruling dynasties like Afghans and Rajputs also arose during these periods. In 1226, Mughals established their empire. Sher Shah Suri challenged and defeated Mughal Empire Humayun. He captured Delhi and established his own dynasty, although he ruled for only 14 years, 1542 1555. But his administration became the model followed by the great Mughal Empire. Okay, now uh, why did I said empire? Because it was followed by the Mughal Empire only, but there was also an emperor who followed that, which was Akbar, 1556 to 1605. When he consolidated the Mughal Empire, Delhi became the capital of a kingdom under the Tomara Rajputs. It was the only under the rule of Tomaras and Chauhans that Delhi flourished as an important commercial center. The city was inhabited by many Jain merchants who also constructed a number of temples. Coins known as Delhiwal, okay, coins known as Delhiwal were minted here and had a wide circulation. I repeat, coins known as Delhiwal. The city was inhabited by Jain merchants who constructed a number of temples, but the coins, which were also known as Delhiwal, were minted here in the temples and had a wide circulation. Delhi Sultanate played the most vital role in the transformation of Delhi into a capital which controlled vast areas of the subcontinent. Inscriptions, coins, architecture provide a lot of information, but especially significant are histories, Tariq, singular, Tawarik, plural, written in Persian, the language of administration under Delhi Sultan. Tawarik were written by learned men, secretaries, administrators, poets, and courtiers who lived in cities, mainly in Delhi. So, though I said that there are many special people who write Tariq and Tawarik, so these are they. Okay, they were learned men, secretaries, administrators, poets, and courtiers. They were written for the sultans with anticipation of rich rewards. They also advised rulers of governance, emphasizing the importance of just rule based on birthright and gender distinctions not shared by anyone. Coming to definitions, Delhi was the place where coins were minted. Tariq, history. Tawarik, plural of Tariq. Birthright, it refers to the privileges claimed on account of the birth. Now, as we speak about Sultan Iltutmish's daughter Razia, that was depended on her because she was a woman. The people just removed her from the throne, right? So it was about the birthright too. Birthright, they she didn't had right because she was a woman, of course. Social and biological differences between men and women. Okay, so there were one of the gender restrictions. Okay, hinterland, it refers to the land adjacent to a city or port that supply it with goods and services. Garrison town, it refers to a town which is fortified with soldiers. Mosque, now you of course know about mosque. It is called masjid in Arabic and literally means a place where Muslim prostrate prostrates in reverence to Allah. So normally we have temples. The people who are Muslim, they go to these kind of, you know um mosques. Actually they're temples for their god Allah. Okay, coming to namaz, it refers to the prayer offered by a Muslim. Now whenever there is a poem of 20 minutes, okay, and you have to speak that is nama. You sit down, you show the fingers like full hand, and then you talk, you like say that prayer. Okay, imam, the spiritual leader of the Muslims. Khutbah, sermon. Client, someone who is under the protection of another, a dependent or hanger on. Ikta, the territories under the military commanders were known as Ikta. Kharaj, the tax on cultivation was known as Kharaj. Okay, Bandagan, the early Delhi sultans, especially Iltutmish, favored the slaves purchased for military service. These slaves were known as Bandagan in Persian. Early 12th century, 1165 region of Tomara Rajputs, 1175 to 1192 region of Prithviraj Chauhan, 1206 to 1210 region of Qutbuddin Aibak. 1256 Razia became Sultan. 1240 Razia was dethroned. Okay, so this is Iltutmish daughter Razia. Okay, this only. Then 1296 to 1330 16 region of Alauddin Khalji, and 1324 to 1351 region of Muhammad bin Tughlaq. 1351 to 1388 region of Firuz Shah Tughlaq, and 1414 to 1421 region of Kiz, Khizr Khan belonging to Sayyid dynasty. 1451 to 1489 region of Bahlul Lodi. 1540 to 1555 Sher Shah ruled over Delhi. Thank you everyone for joining today's class. I hope you guys enjoyed and understood the lesson, and I hope that you guys do like, subscribe, and share my videos. Bye. See you later.